We are so back, people. We are so back, man. It feels good. It feels good to be getting these 3 points today, people. It feels good to be seeing United mudded this weekend. Liverpool mudded this weekend. Man City nearly mudded, bro. That scrotum got lucky, blood. Yeah? And as you can see, it's different settings today, people, man. I had to take a little break. Yeah? I mean, roads right now, as you can see, palm tree behind me and that. You know what I'm saying, people? But either way, we still had to make sure that we put a review out today, man. Because there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I know a lot of you are here for one reason. Not even for the W that we got. A lot of you are here for that guy in goal. And I don't blame you, lot. Because I've been talking, haven't I? I've been yapping, haven't I? But the funny thing is, people, I will not lose sleep if this man is dropped for penders, bro. I will not lose sleep, bro. People always want to at me about this Sanchez guy. Always want to at me about Sanchez, bro. Right? Today, he was horrible. That's one thing about me, people. I can be objective, right? My issue with people that don't like Sanchez is that they seem to be Ray Charles when he's saving us in multiple games, like he was last season, right? This LB guy, he was starving last season. He barely atted me about Sanchez. And you don't know how much LB hates Sanchez, bro. I hated Sanchez, yeah? I wanted this guy gone. I wanted this guy far away when he first came to this club. I didn't even want him at this club. I'm saying, why are we signing this third choice Brighton goalkeeper in that, bro? I don't want him here. I unfollowed him on Instagram after all the mistakes that he was making. But I'm such a what do you want to call it, bro? I'm such a pain for being a reasonable guy, trying to be a balanced guy, trying to be a fair guy. Like I've said many times, we need an upgrade on Sanchez long term. No one denies that, bro. No one's saying he's Peter Cech. No one's saying he is who else, bro? Couture in goal. No one's saying that. Yeah? What I'm saying about Sanchez is bring me a realistic upgrade on this guy who we can go and get in this window, because we was talking about this all summer, by the way, and no one can give me any names. I've been asking again on Twitter. It's always the same names. It's always Diego Costa, bro. It's always him. It always seems to be him. And you lot know, if you've been watching me long enough, you know that I don't like short goalkeepers. I like my goalkeepers tall, bro. And I've been banging on about Penders for God knows how long. I'm not saying he's the finished article either, by the way, before people try to clip me up and take me out of context, right? Oh, you think Sanchez, Penders is this, Penders is that, right? We just have to be real. One thing about me, I just keep it real. I call it as I see it, bro. And what I've seen from Sanchez for a sustained period of time, last season and the towards the end of the season, in Maresca's first season, when we got top 4 and won the Club World Cup, he was very good. Last season, this guy was literally trying to battle Raya for the Golden Glove, bro. But today, I can't defend him, bro. It was a horrible, horrible performance. One of the worst performances I've seen from him in a very long time. I haven't seen him perform like this in a while. We know he's got that bozo gene, yes, because boy, from the beginning of the game, I could see my man was moving mad, bro. From the moment I saw him, you see, it's why I like standing people now, because the moment I saw him throw the ball, yeah, to Palmer, in some weird fashion where you're just gonna either you're gonna injure your friend or you're gonna get man tackled the way it happened, right? I could tell this guy was gonna have a shaky game, bro. The ball gets passed back to him. He lets it go off the pitch instead of just clearing the ball. I knew he was gonna be up to some dumbness, right? Josh King, before he scored, bro, he rasped the ball. He rasped the ball and Sanchez made a shaky save. And then for the goal, come on now, dog. If you are a real guy, you know that Sanchez's shot stopping is probably one of his better strengths. Yeah? That shot should be getting saved by not even professionals, bro. That save, that shot right there, bro, is usually this guy's bread and butter. But his head was so gone today, bro. Them Fulham fans got in his head. That's the thing about Sanchez, bro. He's not the strongest mentally, right? That's the thing about me. I can look at the weaknesses, I can look at the strengths. And like I said, I still want better in goal. But bring me these guys, bro. Bring me these guys that we could have realistically got. The guys that like to talk the most never have any problems. Never have any solutions to these problems, bro. Never. They like to yap. You ask them, okay, cool, bro. No worries. We know we need better than Sanchez. Tell me who we should get realistically, bro. They can never answer me, bro. Start telling me some weird names like Verbruggen and that. They want to go back to Brighton to go get Verbruggen and these sort of guys, bro. It's always Diego Costa, right? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So end of the day, I've got no defense for Sanchez today because, like I said, he was poor. And Penders will be rubbing his hands seeing that performance, bro. Xabi, you shouldn't delay in dropping this man if he doesn't fix up. Because against Luton, he probably won't start that game. Probably be Penders, right? But if we still see Sanchez losing his head, especially against Brighton, by the way, at home, because he'll probably start that game, drop him, bro. Drop him quickly, in fact. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lose no sleep dropping him over a guy that I want in goal long term anyway. Yes, I know Penders will probably make mistakes and that, but bro, I'd rather him in goal long term. Like I've said many times, if you've been following my content, you know how long I've been talking about Penders, bro. He's better on the ball. He's tall, like I like my goalkeepers, bro. Right? 6'7". He seems to be a good shot stopper too. You know what I'm saying, bro? So if he carries on making these blunders, bro, and mentally he's not there, drop his Clark quickly and he'll find his way out of the club quickly, bro. You know what I'm saying? But today, Sanchez, shocking. I just had to start with that because I know a lot of people are here for that, bro. So we're going to start with that because that was the main negative about today, bruv. Right? But honestly, people, yeah, like let's talk about the attack before we even finish on the defense, because there's a few people in the defense that I liked today that had a really good performance, like Lacroix and Josh, and we've got to speak about them individually, right? But in terms of how we were playing at the beginning, it was just champagne football, bro. The fluidity, the way that Palmer was dropping in between the pockets. For the first goal that we scored, bro, that's the quickest goal that's been scored in match day 1 in the Premier League, bro. And that all came from a long clearance from Fulham, bro. You had Lacroix that headed it in a dangerous area, by the way, people, because he headed it into the space where Palmer was running into. Palmer picks up the ball there. Fantastic pass to João Pedro. And João Pedro, bro, classic little dink. How many times have we seen this guy do that dink, bro? That's his speciality. He loves that dink, right? You create for that guy, more often than not, he's finishing. That's one thing about João Pedro, bro. He is so clinical. He barely wastes any chances. I don't really look at João Pedro and think, oh my God, how have you missed that? Usually when he's in front of goal, it's a goal, bruv. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the rotations with Palmer, with Rodgers, with Pedro up there, bro. At the beginning, the midfield seemed like it was a little bit solidified. But then it started to go a little bit downhill when Colwell got an early yellow, which I think actually affected his game as well. Because today, I don't think it was great. I know a lot of people were going to look at Sanchez for the second goal. And to be honest, he should be parrying it a little bit further away. But again, if you've got eyes, bro, you can clearly see the ball dropped in the last second. And Colwell was there, bro, and he's just so slow to react. I don't think he was at it, right? And if you've played football at a good level, you know what an early yellow card does to you. You saw that with Lavia today because Lavia could barely get any control of the game. I was seeing him in the midfield and he's dodging challenges, bro. People are just running past him. He can't tackle because, bro, he gets sent off. It's a problem again. We literally got a red card at Fulham away last season with Cucurella, bruv, right? So that put him off of his game. I feel like in that midfield, after about 15 minutes of the game, we didn't really get much control of it, bro. Did not really get much control. I wasn't really seeing us, playing through the middle. A lot of the time, it was a lot of long balls straight to Pedro, straight to Palmer, and it seemed like something would happen off the back of that, right? Reece had an opportunity at one part where he's running towards the goal. There's 3 options, bro. He gives Pedro some rubbish pass, bro. Dead hospital pass, man. I'm like, come on, you got to do better there. Couple times before Fulham even equalised, Palmer, again, you were amazing today, Palmer, but shoot a bit earlier, bro. Let it off. Man must have thought he was in the cage or something, bro. He was taking so long to shoot. And I'm like, bro, shoot. And it's like, yo, come on. You're letting these guys get back into position to block the ball, right? But again, my biggest problem in that first half was Sanchez was so shaky and we had no control in that midfield, bro. Caicedo, when I saw that Caicedo wasn't in the lineup, I was like, yo, because you don't know what I think of Reece in the middle. I'm sorry, people. I will keep banging this drum, bro. I don't want to see Reece in the midfield long term. I don't want to see him there. I don't care who it hurts. Because everyone knows how much I love Reece. But I just have to be honest. He's just so slow and reactive in the midfield, bro. He's not really proactive in there. He's not that press resistant. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really cover much ground in there. He was moving like a shadow in there, bro. And he wasn't booked. You know what I mean? He was a little bit better in the second half. But I'm sorry, long term, I don't want to be seeing Reece in there. And even if Enzo does leave, we should have been signing another midfielder anyway. Right? Anyways. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I said in my other video before about the predicament that you've got with Reece, because You're looking at right centre back. Most people would want to put Reece in their strongest 11. I would personally too, but I don't know if Xabi sees him as a right centre back, because if Enzo stays, for example, obviously Lavia working his fitness right now, right? I can see that pivot probably being Enzo and Caicedo if Enzo's still here. Or if we go and sign, I don't know, Adam Wharton, for example. People think he's the one that we're probably going to sign, not Alex Scott, right? You go and sign Adam Wharton, he's not coming here to be on the bench. You're playing a two-man midfield, bro. So what? Are we going to play Wharton and Reece? And where's Caicedo going to go? This is the uncomfortable conversation that we need to have. Reece should start at right centre-back. I'll be happy with that. But Josh today was fantastic. Fantastic, bro. You know what I mean? If he plays like that more often, and man's still not getting a look in, I wouldn't blame him for wanting to leave. Because today, I thought, in the duels, he was fantastic. I thought the way he was carrying the ball, he was fantastic. He was winning some good challenges. There was an amazing block in the first half that he got as well. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, I think it was 1-1, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right? I thought he was on it today. The only thing I don't really like with Josh is his crossing. That's the main thing that I've never really liked with Josh, because he's not, I don't look at him as a right back. But he was finding himself in those positions time and time again, because again, he was playing at right centre back, bro. So he had that license to go forward in a back three, of course, right? But, we were just getting targeted so much on that left-hand side, bro. I thought Hato grew into the game. I thought his ball carrying was good. He nearly created a chance as well in the first half for us to nearly score. A little bit shaky at the beginning, but I thought he grew into the game. But I kept seeing Josh King on that side, bro. Oscar Bomber that side. They kept overloading. They saw that there was a problem there. And again, going back to Colwell, I don't think he had a great game today, but people, you need to realise, man's on a yellow card, bro. Away from home, the first game, it was rocking in there, right? I've been to Craven Cottage, I think 3 years on the bounce, and that place is usually quiet. But today on the TV, I could hear it was moving mad, right? I can hear it moving mad today, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, for me, that midfield failed to control the game. I thought in the second half, it was really good for us to actually score as early as we did, bro. João Pedro and Palmer linking up again, and Rodgers again was involved in that goal because he's the one that flicked the ball to Pedro. Pedro, fantastic to wait for Palmer to make the run. That's a brilliant finish there from Palmer, man. Palmer just looked like he could actually move today. He looked mobile today, bro. He looked like he was his old self. He looked like he was enjoying his football again. And that's why I wasn't even mad when he didn't get picked for England, right? Everyone knows how much I love Palmer, but I'm a fair guy. I said Morgan Gibbs-White deserves to go ahead of Cole Palmer. And Tuchel didn't take either of them. But selfishly, as a Chelsea fan, I wasn't mad at him staying. I wasn't mad at João Pedro not going. That's their loss, end of the day. Because I'm looking at it thinking, bro, this is the first time that Palmer's going to get a rest since he's come to Chelsea, bro. Ever since he's come to Chelsea, man's been playing every game. If you remember, he joined in Poch's season, right? Last day of the window, he joins, he's playing all the time from never playing really for City, right? The second season is playing all the time with Maresca. We then go into the Club World Cup. And then obviously last season, he was injured for a lot of the season. And then when he came back, he's just not looking like himself, right? And I wasn't shying away from it. As much as I like him, I was cooking him, bro, because he wasn't good enough. But was I ever going to say, oh, sell Palmer like these dumb guys you get on Twitter and that, bro? No. Because anyway, class is permanent, bro. And yes, it's only one game. But end of the day, bro, man had one of the most uncomfortable injuries that you can get, bro. I think it was his groin that was injured, didn't it? Right? That is so uncomfortable, bro. It affects how you run. It affects how you kick. It affects how you shoot. It affects so much in your game, how you dribble. You're second thinking certain things, bro, in your mind about how you run. It basically feels like when you bang your funny bone, bro, because I've injured that myself. It feels like when you bang your funny bone, bro. When you bang your funny bone, that shit is uncomfortable, bro. And similar sort of thing happened to Palmer. You could see he was playing within himself, bro. Right? So hopefully he can stay fit. Towards the end of the game, I thought he got cramp. I think he just got cramp and he got taken off, right? Probably won't start the game against Luton. But today was vintage Cole Palmer, bro. I thought he was excellent, man. The chances he was creating, everything seemed to be going through him. The tricks, you know what I'm saying, bro? How he was trying to go through little gaps. The finish, like I said. The chance that he created for João Pedro. I thought Cole Palmer was excellent today, man. Rodgers as well created 3 chances. Good goal from him. Lacroix, bro, I don't know how Lacroix found himself in the box, right, for the goal that we scored there, but it was a good finish from Rodgers. I don't think Rodgers was excellent or anything like that, but I think he had a better game than what I've seen in pre-season. And you need to remember, people, these guys, it's their first game, bro. They still need to get into the swing of things. I always say at the start of the season, bro, a lot of teams, in fact, you're not going to see the best of a lot of teams until probably September, like mid-September, end of September, going into October. Because people need to get fit, you know what I'm saying? New players are coming in, they need to learn how you want to play and all of these things, right? New managers come in, you want to implement, you want to see how you want to implement a style of play, and everyone needs to get used to it, the chemistry and all of these things, bro. So I was actually quite impressed to see that performance, considering it's the first game. The main thing that I didn't like was just how we were defending in certain areas. And again, Sanchez today was so shaky, bro. He didn't really help his defense today, bro. You know what I mean? And then obviously with Lacroix, I thought Lacroix was excellent, bro, man. The blocks from that guy, 1v1, the way that he was isolated and just winning the ball back comfortably, bro. You know what I mean? Like on the ball, he wasn't bad. He got an assist today. Him and Josh were definitely our best defenders. Cole, weak. You know what I mean? Gusto, offensively, bro, just breaking things down. I was looking at it today thinking, yo, Palestra, bro, like, where are you, bro? You know what I'm saying? I hope it's not a big injury, because he had a big strap-in in pre-season, if you guys remember, against AC Milan, I think it was, right? So hopefully it's nothing too critical for him, because we need him back ASAP, man. Because Gusto, in that final third, he just breaks things down, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought Shivare came on, he was all right, didn't really see much of him. Quende came on, you know what I mean? He had a good shot on goal, making some good runs in behind, but didn't really see much of him. Esteval's not really looking sharp at the moment, people, because even in pre-season, he didn't really impress me, man. But listen, he got injured, and we thought this guy was going to be out for months, needing surgery and that. So I'm going to give him a bit of time. People are going to start saying some crazy things on Twitter, but just block those guys out, bro. Esteval is a talented kid, and right now we're not dependent on my man to be starting for us, because on that side, it's going to be Palmer in the pocket, and Esteval, you know, games like Luton and that, hopefully should help him get his confidence. You know what I'm saying? I thought Enzo came on, not really great, in all honesty. I know people are going to say, oh, his head's in Manchester, but if you've watched Enzo long enough, you would know that this guy at the start of the season, bro, this is how he usually plays. And it's not even an excuse. It's just the reality of it. Start of the season, Enzo, bro, I talk about this all the time. This guy is all about lifestyle, bro. He loves to go partying and eating all this food and that, bro. He comes back and he just doesn't look that fit. Today, boy, he was looking a bit heavy. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it could be the Man City move on his mind, but I'm sorry, even before Man City were ever linked to this guy, I've seen these sort of performances from Enzo at the start of the season. So today, I wasn't really surprised to see that, because this guy literally got to the final, he came back to pre-season late, he hasn't started a single pre-season game, and obviously he's got this whole thing going on with Man City as well, bro. So that could have played a part. I thought he was bang average when he came on. You know what I'm saying? Lavia, again, didn't really have a great game, but I think that yellow card sort of affected him. Who else was there that I'm thinking of, people? I think that's about it, man. I think the only disappointing thing is the fact that, you know, we made the game look closer than what it should have been, really, because two of those goals, man, were just avoidable, especially that first one. And before they even scored their goal, we should have been at least 2-3 goals up. You know what I'm saying? And we should have just run away with the game. But I felt like in certain parts of the game, the first half, after about 15 minutes, and in the second half as well, for large parts of it, I just felt like we didn't really have the control that I would have liked to have seen. But I can understand that we haven't got Caicedo right now. You know, Palestra coming into this team should help us, you know, push teams back a lot more and be more dangerous in the final third as well. But what is very clear to see is that we need, bro, another midfielder. If we sell Enzo, we need 2, if anything, bro. 2. But we need another midfielder urgently, bro, because, boy, when Caicedo's not there and you're trying to depend on Lavia and Reece, these biscuits, bro, these wafers, then you're just asking for trouble, bro. Because this year, I'm not trying to do no top 4 thing. I'm tired of that top 4 thing. The league is wide open. Arsenal might be the favourites, but and they had a very good game against Coventry. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not seeing anyone else that's impressed me this weekend. And like I've been saying, you know, all pre-season, I think we're probably the closest to Arsenal. And a lot of people have been saying the same thing, to be fair as well. But I've been saying this for time. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, big up Cole Palmer for that one, man. It was nice to see him and Rodgers hitting the, you know what I'm saying, people? That was actually a surreal moment to see Rodgers doing that in the Chelsea top, man. Because, boy, I didn't even expect to see this guy sign for Chelsea, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, listen, Cole Palmer definitely man of the match. Sanchez, bro, you disgraced me today. I know a lot of people are going to be in the comments cooking me today and saying all these things about Sanchez. You said this and you said that. Listen, bro, I'm here to just, you know, speak about what I see. You know what I'm saying? I speak about what I see. Well, a certain man, they just Ray Charles it when he's doing good things, and they're very quick to at me. Because when Sanchez has a good game and he's saving bare shots, my phone will be quiet, bro. The moment he makes mistakes, man, are onto me straight away, bro. Onto me. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying, people? But let me know what you think of my thoughts anyway, man. Let me know who your man of the match was, people. I'll be back in the UK as of Friday. I think it's Friday, so I'm not even going to be able to watch the game on Thursday, man. because that's where my flight is. So I kind of messed up with these dates. You know what I'm saying, people? But listen, big up everyone that's been supporting the content, man. On to the next one in a bit. Bless. Love. Yes, people, make sure that you're checking out Jersey FC Soccer Shop for all your football tops, people. They've got all the classic tops, all the retro tops, all the Chelsea tops. And if you're not a Chelsea fan, you're up on here trying to see what I've got to say, people. Make sure that you're checking them out. Don CFC at checkout for 20% off, people. Jersey FC Soccer Shop. Make sure that you're checking them out. Love.